a very interesting discussion this particular morning. And oftentimes we talk about unemployment of our young people. We talk about the gaps that we're seeing when we're dealing with our youth. And there's a lot that has been went on with, and we're still pushing for to be done to help fill this particular gap. But with me in studios is a young man who has decided to take things upon himself and push. So many times we are not patient when it comes to investing our time and making sure that we try and make something work. With me is Musinguzi Henry, who is the director at Clear Films. And we're going to be talking about the youth and the issue of unemployment. What is it really that is the challenge for us here? Are we causing these problems for ourselves, or what else can we do anyway to make sure that we really make sure that that gap is very, very slim? You're very welcome.
Thank you so much, madam.
Yes.
Good morning.
Yes. The last time you were here, I was rushing you through, but now we're good. There is enough time for us to discuss. But first of all, tell me about Clear Films before we get into the issue of the young people.
Clear Films and Graphics, it is a company based here in Kampala. We are doing film production and graphics designing. For film production, we do recording of different kinds of videos, let me say video music, documentaries, weddings, introductions, and each kind of party that would need video coverage and photography. Then for graphics, we do a lot, banners, we do posters, we do everything that needs printery. Yeah, that's all about Clear Films.
Okay, you're also a singer, which is interesting.
Yeah, I'm a gospel artist. I thank God for that grace.
That is very beautiful.
Yes.
So, how did you get yourself into this business, first of all?
It was just a mindset I took right from the campus because I was pursuing military science in Chankwanzi. Then after leaving that, when I came, I decided to go to Makerere. They gave me education.
Interesting.
When they gave me education, I looked unto myself after 3 years now going back on the streets to look for the jobs. I said, no, let me divert to media. So I went to Crane Media and started doing video production. Right from there, after first semester, I employed myself.
Interesting.
So I persisted on that. Even up to now, I'm pushing the same dream.
That's a good thing to say. Because so many times we tend to feel like it's time for me to move on to the next thing because this is not working for me. Okay, so you're a young man, you're dealing with young people. What are some of these things? We're talking unemployment. Every time we've talked unemployment. As a young man that's now, is doing your own business, and what do you think about this?
Unemployment, when we look into it generally, it is there. But first of all, what you need to understand most is when you look at things that you cannot change, you cannot change. Okay. You change the way how you're thinking about them.
Oh, okay.
You get that? For unemployment, in Uganda it is there, but when you see generally you cannot change it, you change it personally. Yeah, just get out of the majority who say unemployment, then you come on the other side and look into what do you want exactly. What do you really want to do in life? When you stand with a majority, they will say unemployment, but when you go back in your own house, you realize you have nothing to eat, but the people you are talking with, they have already what to eat.
They're pushing.
So you really choose, because the Bible tells us that they have given us life and death. You choose what you want. So you choose either to be unemployed or to be employed. You can either employ yourself because chances are there. Uganda is a free economy. You choose what you want to do. If you choose being a border cyclist, you can get it. Yeah, just connection and really know what you want. If you understand that opportunities are there, all businesses are under capitalistic market. You enter the business, when it doesn't do well for you, you come out.
But I think that's the problem with this particular understanding of the free economy, because every time someone walks into something, it doesn't work, they're out. They go to the next one, it doesn't work out. So you find that someone has done about 6 things in a year,
Yes.
you know, and they've not had the patience.
That's problem is not with what you are doing. The problem is you who is doing it.
Okay.
Yeah, because I know if you are waiting for something good, do what waiters do. Waiters, they serve. If you want to be a great journalist, a great news anchor, whether you are, because for you cannot create your own television, you go where the TVs are, start serving. Just come, you be like you are helping someone, be there, you serve, as that chance will find you on that way. You cannot be in a business of boutique and you think one day you will be at a television. You go to that very field that you want. Be there. If you want to be in a printer at NASA Road, you be there always. Help people who are filling up the papers, who are making books, who are doing what. You be there. Do what waiters do. You just be serving. Because most of the people, they come from campus today, they want tomorrow to build a house. Tomorrow they want to buy hammer, of which you cannot do it in 1 year. You cannot do it in 2 days. You have to be there in the field, just be in the lane of what you want. Be patient, one day you will make it.
But people are saying our young people are not skilled enough, or are not skilled. Everyone has their own debate on that issue. What do you
For the skills, it is also a problem. It is also a
because
problem.
you can get into that particular business, it's what you want.
Yes.
But you don't know even how to go about it, and you fail. You try another one, you fail.
Yeah, even if you try very many businesses, as long as you're not willing to learn, you'll never get skills.
Okay.
You have to accept that you don't know.
Okay.
Even if you are a boss, you have to accept that even your workers know much than you.
Okay.
Because they come with the new skills each and every day. What you learned is not what they are learning now. You have to accept. You ask them, how can we do this? They tell you. How can we do this? They tell you. You also tell them what you want. You can be with the orders. You can be with others. So people who say that they don't have skills, they have to look for the skills. They have to. You may not be having experience, but at least you keep on researching. People don't have time to research, but they have time to look for money. You can get money in the short run, but in the long run, experience now is needed. Whereby you don't have skills, you would have gained in the beginning, but now they want them at the end. You find yourself being sidelined. So I encourage people who are looking for money. It is okay, but first look for the experience. Skills are very, very important. In what we are doing, experience matters. Experience matters.
That is very true. So it also comes back down to the mindset, does it?
Mindset
because
is very,
some
very
people
important.
may not want to do certain things, regardless.
Now can you imagine I'm doing a work that everyone looks at it for these people who failed, for the failures, that is photography.
Oh, that's what people say.
Yeah, photography.
Oh, okay.
And when you look at the photographers, the way how they are branding themselves, you may say, this is a job for the failures. But people have built houses. I was looking at someone's, is it Samona? He was a very big photographer here in Kampala. It's where he got capital to do whatever he's doing now. So it depends on what you're doing. Just the way how you are taking your job, that is the very way how people will look at it. How to brand yourself and believe that is you. The world will adjust. Don't adjust to the world so that they can love you. I think that I'm really, so you be you. Yeah, you be you, because you are even here hosting me, but people are saying that your lady would have been in the parliament now. And when you start thinking about what people are saying, you're going to end up failing.
That is very true. You need to do what you want to do.
Yeah.
But then also, with the issue of mindset, why are we seeing our young people sitting back and waiting for things to be done for them? Because now we've brought up people, a generation of people, that we've told you have to go to school and get a white-collar job.
I may not say that studying is bad.
No, it's not bad, yes. But the message we are putting or aligning it with is that growing up, you knew when I go to school, I'll be a lawyer.
Yes.
When I go to school, I'll be a doctor. When I go to school, which is also okay if that's what you want.
Yeah, it is okay.
Are we giving the wrong message?
which is not. It is not wrong message.
Okay.
Studying is okay. Looking for being a doctor is okay. But now you've come from school. Now you're embracing your fail with all the papers. You walk around. When being a doctor and being a tailor at the same time, it is not bad. When you have studied your bachelor's in medicine and you come, while you are waiting for that, at least do something aside.
Okay.
When you are a doctor, you have your own pharmacy, you can be doing something aside that can keep earning.
So we are not being realistic.
We are not realistic. We are just wishing how I wish things would have been like this. Yeah. So I think mindset, people are just thinking if this would have been like this, it would have been this way. If I had this, if my father didn't die, if your father died, are you dead? For you are available. If God created you with your 2 hands and your 2 legs, those hands have what they're supposed to do. It's you in your mentality. You have not yet realized that you are poor. You haven't realized that you are lacking something. So some people are thinking maybe if other factors change, them too can change.
Which factors, though?
Yeah.
Okay. Are we doing a great? Are we seeing gaps here in regards to addressing this issue of the young people? Are we not pushing the development agenda to our young people, telling them, you know what, as much as you attain the education, this is to give you foundation, this is to help you look at life a certain way, it's to help guide you in certain things in life. But then you don't necessarily have to be what you were told when you were young. You can turn out totally different and it could work for you.
Yes.
Are we not pushing the development agenda for our young people, even us in the media houses? Are we not doing enough to tell the young people that, hey, it's okay to get into agriculture? You can actually reap big from it, but you also need to prepare yourself for
Yes.
it. Yeah? Are we not doing our part?
Totally, you've done your part.
Well, as a country, really,
Yes.
to be honest.
Yes, we have done it. The government has done what it can. Private business owners have done their part. Everyone has done his part, even the medias. But now the problem comes back to us who are in need.
The youth.
The youth who are in need. Because the fact is the youth takes a big percentage in the country. Yeah. So it bends. You either say I'm among the majority who says that agriculture is of no use these days, or you go to this side, why are they saying agriculture is fine? So when you just go to the other side and you say agriculture can work for me, you go and look for the opportunities there. Most people these days have decided to rush where people, someone was saying that always be greedy when others are fearful, and always be fearful when others are greedy.
Okay.
When you see many people running
for
something, you just step aside and say why. When you see people are running out of something, you say why are they running out of it? Let me go and try my luck.
Okay.
That's
so it couldn't work. You have to have the could not.
Yes.
Okay.
But whenever see people are running out, you go.
And see why.
I see why you're running.
That's the risk.
Your opportunities are, that's risking. You can never succeed when you cannot risk. Yeah, risking is the best.
That's very interesting. Now, finally, talk to the young people that are watching us there in regards to our discussion today on why we're seeing a huge gap, where we're crying. You know, it's now become, a song for the day, talking about the unemployment. What is it, that probably we're not doing right? Talk to the young people that are watching.
My fellow friends outside there, what I can tell you this morning, just draft what you want. Draft your road, and I'm starting from here, I will end here. Know what you want and be committed to that. That is looking at things how they are. There is a book called Success Based on Reason and Reality, not what you are thinking should be. Know what you want, be committed on that, do research on that, get skilled on that. Totally, you will be out of the majority and you'll be the minority that the majority will look at you. You can make it in life I'm talking to the young people. I know the generation is ours. Yeah, we still have a lot to do, and the market to sell whatever you want is still big. It's only what to sell is not on ground. Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you so much, Musingozi. I do appreciate you for your time. He's been very clear in a couple of things. And so many times we have policy makers that we get here to talk about some of these issues. It is nice to have a young man come out here and also speak from his perspective on what he sees and thinks about this particular situation. Henry Musingozi, who is the director of Clear Films, and we've been looking at the challenge that we've been talking about over and over the years. I like that we need to come back down to the drawing board and also not wait, for everyone else to do everything, but what are the young people doing as well? I know one would say, what are you saying? There's so many young people that are going out of their way and trying, yes, and do not stop trying. So at the end of the day, things like mindset or skills are only some of those things that come in as well and play a very, very huge role at the end of the day. Well, thank you for watching Business Today. My name is Rowena Kajumba. From me and the entire team, we do wish you a lovely day, and I must say thank you so much for your time, Henry.
Thank you so much.
I do appreciate it. You're still watching UBC Inspiring Uganda. Rowena Kajumba is my name. Good day.